Today's documentary, The Curse of Kuldhara, a desert's silent testament. In the year 1825, under a moonless sky, an entire civilization vanished. Not a single soul remained in the village of Kuldhara. Doors swung on their hinges, pots simmered over cold hearths, and the whispers of over 1,500 people were swallowed by the desert wind. But they did not leave quietly. As they fled, their chief uttered a curse so potent that for nearly 200 years, every attempt to reclaim this land has ended in ruin. The desert of northwestern India is a realm of extremes, scorching days, freezing nights, and vast stretches of arid sand that seem to swallow time itself. Yet, for centuries, a community not only survived here, but flourished with remarkable ingenuity. The Paliwal Brahmins were master hydrologists and agriculturists. By the early 19th century, Kuldhara was a prosperous hub. Their homes, built from yellow sandstone, featured ornate carvings and spacious courtyards. But every oasis has a shadow. The Jaisalmer state was administered by its prime minister, Salim Singh, a man of formidable power and notorious cruelty. His gaze fell upon Kuldhara, drawn by its wealth and, as the story goes, by the beauty of a young woman from the village. Salim Singh demanded to marry this girl. It was not a request, it was an ultimatum backed by threat and an exorbitant tax. For the Paliwal Brahmins, this was an existential crisis. To comply meant dishonor. To resist meant economic annihilation. The village chief, Kadan Singh, called a panchayat, a council of elders, that lasted through tense days and sleepless nights. The debate raged. Some argued for negotiation, others for defiance. The young woman's family, torn between fear and pride, awaited their fate. The elders finally reached a unanimous, heartbreaking resolution. They would not yield, nor would they stay to face persecution. In a move that would echo through history, they decided to abandon their ancestral home en masse. But this was not a retreat, it was a statement. On the chosen night, families gathered their most precious belongings, holy texts, heirlooms, seeds for planting, and prepared to vanish into the desert. Before departing, Kadan Singh performed a solemn ritual. He stood in the central square, faced the direction of Jaisalmer, and invoked the deities. His words, as legend recounts, were clear and terrible. May this village remain deserted forever. May anyone who tries to settle here meet with misfortune and death. With that curse sealed, the Paliwal Brahmins of Kuldhara, along with residents from neighboring villages, melted away into the darkness. When Salim Singh's soldiers arrived, they found a ghost town. Houses stood intact, furniture in place, but life had evaporated. The initial response was confiscation. The state claimed the property. But soon, eerie reports began to surface. Guards posted there fell violently ill. Livestock brought in to graze died unexpectedly. Attempts to repair buildings resulted in unexplained accidents. The curse was no longer mere words. It was manifesting. Throughout the 19th century, despite the land's apparent value, no permanent settlement took root. A merchant from Jaisalmer, hoping to turn Kuldhara into a caravan stop in the 1850s, invested heavily, only to see his trade routes collapse. British colonial administrators, who documented Rajasthan's folklore in the late 1800s, noted Kuldhara as a place of persistent ill luck and advised against any development. The curse became entrenched in local consciousness, a cautionary tale told to children and travelers alike. The 20th century, with its scientific rationality, brought new challenges to the curse. In the 1950s, the Rajasthan government considered resettling refugees from partition in Kuldhara. Survey teams reported anomalous equipment failures and a pervasive sense of unease among workers. The plans were quietly shelved. In 1990, the Rajasthan Tourism Development Corporation initiated a project to restore Kuldhara as a heritage tourist site. Almost immediately, problems arose. Tools disappeared. Fresh water brought in for construction turned brackish overnight. Key project managers faced sudden financial crises. A contractor, a hardened skeptic, recounted hearing faint whispers and feeling an invisible push while inspecting a well. He withdrew from the project the next day. Then came the personal stories, each more chilling than the last. In 2003, a photographer from Delhi, drawn by Kuldhara's eerie beauty, spent a night camping within the ruins. He claimed his camera malfunctioned, capturing only streaks of light, and he awoke with fever and hallucinations that lasted for days. In 2010, a real estate developer from Ahmedabad, ignoring local warnings, purchased a parcel of land near Kuldhara with dreams of a desert resort. Within months, his business partnerships dissolved under mysterious circumstances, his health deteriorated, and he ultimately sold the land at a massive loss. Even paranormal investigators visiting in 2015 reported electronic voice phenomena, recorded whispers pleading in the local dialect, and team members experiencing sudden migraines and irrational fear. Rational explanations point to the harsh desert environment, water scarcity, soil salinity, and the logistical nightmares of restoration. Yet, these facts fail to account for the consistent, personalized misfortunes that befall those who seek to alter Kuldhara's deserted state. The pattern is too specific, too relentless. Today, Kuldhara is a protected monument under the Archaeological Survey of India. Visitors walk its silent lanes, past crumbling walls still bearing the soot of last fires. The atmosphere is thick with memory. Guides speak in hushed tones of the curse, pointing to the well where Kadan Singh might have stood. For the descendants of the Paliwal Brahmins, now scattered across India, Kuldhara remains a poignant symbol of sacrifice and defiance. They hold reunions, but none advocate for resettlement. As the desert winds continue to sweep through Kuldhara's ruins, the curse whispers its ancient warning, challenging us to listen, to wonder, and perhaps to leave undisturbed the silence that has reigned since 1825. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please subscribe to our channel. We bring you fascinating documentaries on history, science, civilizations, mysteries, and the untold stories that shaped our world. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss a new release. See you in the next one.